properly. That way, Mr. Falana tin sinwi. And no apology. Maybe you go see my own video too. And then the only way they will prove to us that we put in sinwi is when we would have to go and carry out psychological tests on him too. And that's laugh. You know, that kind of laugh is what you get to see from somebody who is like a sociopath, or there's other name they give to people like that. You know, his entire narrative is a total joke that some of you have heard a lot about Femi Falana. You see, when you sat as you are seated there, right, and you are watching him on your screen, you are just shaking your head like, man, most of the things that you actually, this is not the Femi Falana you probably grew up knowing. And I understand how some of you are doing everything to transfer this, your confusion, which has now turned to anger. You are transferring that onto VeryDarkMan. If Femi Falana says, some people said, number one, he recreated what really transpired between Bobrisky and his son. That is not what happened. That is not what happened. From the Bobrisky's audio, when he called false, it was, I need money to bribe the EFCC or to bribe the prison officials. And then Force said, no, I don't have such money. He never, for any reason, right, stated that it was, discussed the issue of pardon with Force in that audio. He only said the Falana also, they will charge him 10 million naira to have his name removed from a criminal record. He didn't discuss that. And Force also never stated that. He mentioned something about pardon or something about paying the what do you call it? Paying the warden and all that. He said, I need money. And according to Force, they were friends. Because it wasn't like he called Force. In fact, it was Force that called him from that their statement. And it was about money. Please borrow me money. That's it. So the part where he said the Falanos, they wanted 10 million naira to remove his name from criminal record. That is not something they discuss on the phone. So why is Falana kind of making it look like that audio said they discussed the pardon and all that during that phone call? No. But he's making that up. Then he went on to kind of try to exonerate his son, like, my son will never. Baba, calm down. Calm down. He said more. He said that VeryDarkMan and others are saying is their uncle. How come VeryDarkMan didn't pick up the phone and call him to ask instead of going online to share that audio? He is still thinking is that important? Like, it's such a very important, So that's the offense of VeryDarkMan. Then adding that part where he said they threatened him that if he sued VeryDarkMan, maybe about they read the social media comments. Maybe he's reading something on social media comments or so. I don't know. But he said they text his daughter. It must be that his daughter that is incoherent, For Lakemi Abikilurukwe. Yeah, that one that said to a lawyer, you know. It must be that one that went to go, Daddy. These people said that they will kill me if you sue VeryDarkMan. Really? Who said that? Oh my God, Daddy, they said they will kill me. Daddy, they will kill me. I said, no, I will take it off. I'll take it off, or something like that, I think. So if you can imagine it, maybe I can imagine it too. Because I don't understand all this nonsense, man. The first person that you should actually go after, it should be that Bobrisky, but it's not even been mentioned per se. So he said, if these people said he's their uncle, they should have called him first. This part.
Be talking about money. And if you look at that tape very well, you know, I think the guy was alleged to be saying, first I said that my father will help to write a letter or whatever, but you know Nigeria being very corrupt, we may need 10 million naira. He didn't say he was going to give me 10 million naira. In the so-called private discussion with somebody, it was somebody else who now decided to interpret the recording by now saying, oh, I'm disappointed that Falana can take 10 million naira to write a letter of pardon. Oh, I used to have respect for him. You know, so it was totally uncalled for. And if you now say, I'm your uncle, as we are being told now, why did you not put a court through? This is the allegation flying around. Is it true that you were going to, or that you had collected, because they say I had collected 10 million naira to write a letter of pardon for a convict? Again, as I said, it is not part of our practice.
Let me get your perspective on things. You've mentioned that you will pursue civil proceedings instead of criminal charges against VeryDarkMan. Why did you choose this route? And I'm sure you have also explored the Cybercrime Law Act in order to file charges against him. Why have you decided to pursue civil proceedings?
Frankly speaking, many people, including senior lawyers, suggested that I should file a criminal complaint. So in February this year, the National Assembly amended the Cybercrimes Act and removed all those provisions that relate to libel or defamation. So today, a person can only be prosecuted under that law if he uses a computer to send pornographic materials or statements that are capable to cause a breach of the peace in the society. It has nothing to do with protecting any individual. That is the state of the law today. So I couldn't have filed a petition under the Cybercrimes Act, because right now I'm defending two journalists who were charged now, who are standing trial for cyber stalking or whatever, and we have raised serious objections. In one of them, the court had agreed, yes, the law has been amended, but this offense was committed when the law was still valid. We are proceeding to the Court of Appeal. But I mean, on a more serious note, the campaign we are leading for decriminalization has yielded fruits in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, and Ghana. Those countries, the parliaments in those countries, have put together all anti-democratic legislation, anti-press laws, all anti-press criminal laws, and repeal them. So you now have to go to court to sue for libel or slander. Now, Lagos and Edo State have also repealed criminal libel. So, from the statute book, only those two states in Nigeria. So, we're trying to get these laws, and we're trying to appeal to other state governments to wipe out criminal libel from their criminal codes. So this is the state of the, for that reason. It's not that there are no other criminal offenses. For instance, injurious falsehood false information. You know, if you give false information to
because somebody reacted to the audio that named you and your son, and you are not, all of this so to somebody who commented on an audio that said you did this, you did that, or you have no case against the person that made that utterances, or I mean, who actually made that audio, that phone call. There is no discriminatory that you say, yeah. Oh, it is so irritating, man. Baba Sue, all these media runs that you are doing, you are just ridiculing yourself. To me, you are just ridiculing yourself. This is not 1980. This is not 1990. This is not even like 2000, 2010. This is 2024, man. Just sue. Whether a criminal you want to sue and for, whether a civil, just sue. You be lawyer. You know they take time. Inibe is your lawyer. He is already threatened that he give him 14 days. I've been at 10 days. I don't even know, maybe 7 days. Just do all this show everywhere. It's making a lot of people that probably like heard about you kind of get to see you more. This is the age of social media. The whole world can see through your total charade and pretense as well. So I mean, people can have something to deal with, so that you are like acting like funny ways, right? And then you see others who are here. And in one way, actually came onto my channel, right? And he said, yes, Mayegun, he can be sued for libel. He can be sued for defamation. Sue him for defamation. Now, how come he hasn't sued him? Instead of suing him, he's doing media runs everywhere. Tomorrow now, you will see him on Arise News. Last time, you will still see him on Galaxy Television. Or you will see him at the Koko Inu Weroyi on top of this matter. Baba, sue him. Okay? People like us go, they look for, how can I sue this person? How can I sue this? What should I sue him for? All these your legal advisors on social media. Everybody will sabi the Nigerian law. You will see, Mayegun. And one way they called me illiterate. He said I am a legal illiterate. He said I don't understand law. I said, if you understand law, Nigeria need law, so your Nigeria get law. Right? Person way accuse them, we talk about. Have you seen? I mean, do you notice how he's actually exonerating Bobrisky? He's exonerating. It's like clearing Bobrisky. Bobrisky said, like is like downplaying the Bobrisky that said all those things, and he's more energetic on how he feels about what the VeryDarkMan said. Like, Baba, just sue him. So me now, I take many things. You get that now? So you can sue me too. I've said that many times. But some of you wearies will not kind of talk about that. You would rather abuse me because you are more interested in the low-hanging fruits. Sure, you know. You're more interested in somebody that you can like, because he lives in that contraption with you. I remember this man. You remember this church man from Nigeria? Olukoya, Bina Adekoya or something. With when he sued this lady, what's her name again? Badejo or something. Omolomo. He sued Badejo in Nigeria for libel, defamation. That one sued him in the UK. By the time the UK judgment came, Olukoya, your pastor in Nigeria, they're not born and well to come to the UK. Yeah. Because this is a place where something called free speech. If I see something and I react to it, I'll ask me for defamation. Because Bobrisky said, "Oh, you got this," or you wanted to clear his name, and I reacted to that. Like, Falana, how can such person like Falana be involved in all of this? So you now take offense. You will now sue me, not Bobrisky that said it. Like Bobrisky didn't do anything. Me, we kind of played the audio, and then I reacted to it. Now me, you go consider for defamation. Sue me for defamation. I will sue you for criminal. If person sue me, say because of what I talk on my program, what can I sue the person for? Like, I will sue you for making me uncomfortable. Yes. Yeah, I'll go to court and say, the day you send me that email, I began to have a discomfort. I started having migraine. My family started suffering this and that. Then I want you to pay me £100,000. £100,000 for money for making me uncomfortable. Because I only express myself. But because you are a big man, you decided to put my life in danger. Yeah, sue you for here too. So as they expect me to send lawyers to you in Nigeria, you will have to send lawyer here in the UK as well. And in the UK, right, they will go and listen to what I said. I reacted to an audio. You didn't deny it, but you said because of what I talk or how I said it. Yeah? So then we can just kind of counter sue ourselves. Or in Nigeria, where they believe they can actually like muzzle everybody and all of that, big man, you want to ruin my reputation. Reputation will I've had some of my people here who have come and explain to me too. You see, Mayegun, VeryDarkMan statement is defamatory. Really, Antimi. But because I have a platform where I just, once you have a chance of calling in, you have the right to express yourself. And I can pretend to agree with you too. Oh, really? Right. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Right, Iko. You don't understand something, right? Free speech, is free. I can say it. I can say whatever I want to say, reacting to something. And if you feel uncomfortable, sue me. You know how you're going to win? If I'm making it up. I just woke up one day and I just make up a fake story about you. That is defamation. Or reacting to something somebody said, you will now leave that person. You want to sue me. You want to deal with me. You know why people can't sue me? Do you know why? I'll tell you. On Mayegun's Diary Political, we are always reacting to what is already in the public. That's why nobody can sue me. You can feel offended that I abuse you. You abuse me. You cost me. And so, Ogun kill you. Say Ogun could come now. Somebody could come kill you now. Now Ogun they go arrest. Kilo come. Mayegun lo pa any. They say na Mayegun kill you. No. Now Ogun they say Ogun kill you there. Ogun come on your eyes. You go come sue me because I say make Ogun come on your eyes. So report Yahweh. I don't come here to come and make up stories to tarnish anybody's. No. I react to what is already in the public. And you can't tell me how to react. No, you can't. Nobody can tell you how to react to, except in that contraption Nigeria. Nobody can tell you how to react to something. A state governor loot money. And I started bashing the person. You won't come sue me. Because of the language I use. Because of the way I said it. Say I did defame you. It is only in that contraption where you do your big men this thing. I can call your Gio, your Baba Gio, your Mama Gio, your Bishop, your Afa. I can call them anything. Because what I'll call them is going to be me reacting to what is already in the public. So sue me. Now people where you feel sue. Now like Sahara, where they do investigative journalism, say, how dare you release that information to the public? But you sue me. But because they have kind of messed up with your brains in that place. That's why you see some of you on social media who are trying to defend these criminals who are mostly informed. Any criminal, they say, why are you calling me criminal? I can call you criminal if your name is mentioned among the people who have perpetrated something against the people. It's already in the public. Sue me. That's why nobody will sue me. They could just kind of kidnap me. That's what they can do. They will kidnap me. And then they will now start looking for what they call the cyber bullying. That's another thing they will usually do. I say, but I'm just reacting. The whole story didn't originate from me. Yeah. In fact, I'm uncomfortable now. The fact that you're actually trying to say you will sue me, is making me uncomfortable. You have made it it has affected my mental health. I need therapy. And I'll just go to my GP. And I'll go to my GP. My GP will say, I would have to refer you. They will refer me to a therapist. The therapist will refer me to a psychologist. A psychologist will refer me to a psychiatrist. By the time all of them see me, they say, he's got a physical mental breakdown. Waiting Kosam. Falana Kosamo. Falana Kosamo. Falana Kosamo. They say, how are you feeling now? You tell me. Oh, you are feeling so depressed. Falana Kosamo. I have to go and use that report in the courts. And you Kosam. But yeah, you may not understand this, especially if you have lived too long or too much in that contraption. And there are some of you too who left, they take you out of Nigeria. They don't take Nigeria out of you. They come out you from Nigeria. But Nigeria no come out from you. So we have that too. That's why if anybody wants to sue anybody, right, you must have to sue the originator, the person that actually made the allegation. If he is lying, or not, then you sue him. And when you sue him, okay, for example, now when you can sue Bobrisky can say, na lie the lie you. The court now say, you Bobrisky, you go and pay 20 million naira to Falanos for making that allegation that has now spread all over social media. So after they now kind of convict Bobrisky, now we now know that he's lying. So if somebody now come later can say, that person has now committed a crime. Here you can now sue that person too. I say, are you not alive? The last person, the first person that made this allegation, that audio, he has been convicted of it. You can no longer use that audio against the people they mentioned anymore because it was falsehood. You haven't sued the person. They sue people where they react. Now they're mad. So here you have where he kind of, sorry. I have another one is there, but it's just going to make me more angrier. So there's no point in playing that one, okay? But we saw where the power-drunk criminals. Remember that 2 weeks ago or thereabout, they had this election, local government elections in Kwara State. Some people were celebrating. I think they were PDP. And Kwara State is controlled by the APC, right? So they were celebrating, PDP was celebrating that they've won until they announced the result, and it was all won by the APC. So a week after that, a member of supposed APC too, who had this shopping complex somewhere in Ilorin, on the order of the governor, they pulled it down. They said they should use that shopping complex, use it for car park. They destroyed the shops, like a block of shops, right? Shopping, they destroyed that because they wanted to build car park. Political vendetta.
Bọ́dà mi result election àti ìta jẹ. Àlámọ́nà lẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ ni, àbáyé ìjẹgẹ lẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ ni. Ó tún àwọn ẹ̀fẹ́ mẹ́mí. Ṣé sọ níyàwó ni? Àbíkọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀. Àbíkọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀. Àbùkọ́lá lùsí 2018 wọ́n ṣe kẹ́kẹ́. Wọ́n bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni. Olódùkú tí ò níran. Ó sọ̀bọ̀ tọmọtọmọ ni. Ọ̀rẹ́ ni ó dẹ̀ tí. Ẹ tí ò níran. Ìyá tó bí ká bẹ̀rù. Olórí burúkú ìmọ̀ bí tá ti gbé wá. Yẹ́ ẹ bẹ̀rù máa lè lọ́rin. Ìyá tó bí bẹ̀rù ẹ̀. Bá Bùkọ́lá náà ṣe, èmọ́ lùsẹ̀ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ 2018, ṣé torí ẹ̀bà kan jẹ́ ni? Tọ́tún nífà ló kẹ́rẹ́ jùlọ. Olórí burúkú.
To Wajabi Amila, I've sent it to the presidency since this thing started yesterday, so that they can let the president know what is happening in this country. Security agencies are supposed to man their units to provide security and not to aid the governor just because of whatever thing they want to benefit from him. At about 7 p.m. this night, they barricaded everywhere, all the corner leading to the shopping complex, as if they wanted to go and wage war against Boko Haram. If the show they displayed this night is the same way, they can do it the same way to tackle the security problem we have in the northern and eastern part, the northern part and eastern part of Nigeria, I'm very sure it will have been a thing of the past.